Welcome to the lies our parents told us about money. During this series, I interview the most influential person of my life, my dad. I love this man dearly, and he's my hero. But out of all his parenting skills, money wasn't one of them. I had to learn things the hard way. I wasted millions of dollars and I hit rock bottom financially. So I started wondering where he got his lessons from and have they evolved over time. Enjoy the series.
No major regrets. I probably would have invested, got someone that knew what they were doing, or saved some of my money. So, I don't know. Not really regrets. I work and I still want to work. Like, I think that's another thing that you don't want to do. You don't want to get to the point where you are financially secure, where you don't have to work, unless you have so much money and you have so many interests and friends, etc., that you can enjoy your money, travel all over the world. You can't sit at home and say, hey,
But you're almost 70, you're still working right now. In your mind, you probably think that you should have been retired, right?
No, I do. Again, this is another thing that I thought differently years ago. Years ago, I would have said you're correct, but now, no. No, I'm glad I'm working. I'm glad someone needs me. I'm glad that I have to go in 4:30.
But right now, you're trading your time for money. So you're approaching 70 and you're trading your time for money. Do you feel like if you weren't working right now, you didn't have to trade that you would just get fat and unhealthy and sick and die?
I'm not sure. I think it wouldn't be a healthy lifestyle, and I don't mean that literally, I mean that figuratively. Like, it's not very good not to be wanted. It's not very good to get up in the morning and go with the senior citizens to the Wawa, get a cup of coffee, and then go back home and read the paper and watch television.
Yeah, but you're an active dude. Like, I mean, you're active.
Yeah.
So, like, if you had the money, big money in your mind right now, and you no longer had to trade your time for money, which is your job, we know you wouldn't sit around doing.
I wouldn't
nothing.
sit around, but a guy like me, I believe.
Unless you don't trust yourself.
I don't trust myself. I believe a guy like me would get in trouble.
Right.
I would believe that I would blow the money because I would be so bored.
Yeah.
And then I would get away from the things that I know are important, like playing ball, like doing my exercise, like spending time with the kids.
So this is somewhat
Let's just say, for example, I have money and I was down the casino right now and I was playing blackjack. I wouldn't be thinking of coming over here.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather come over here than go down the shore and play blackjack.
Yeah.
With the money that it would free me up that I would have, this so-called big money.
That could be one of your limiting beliefs. One of your limiting beliefs that, shit, you're almost not worthy. You almost don't feel worthy. Because if you had it, the bad Carl will come out. The bad guy comes out. And look, we're on film. You're talking about casinos. I don't even want to know what you do with the women and whatever else you got going on, right? I mean, but you don't trust yourself. You feel like if you had it, you'd do more bad than good. But that's a limiting belief. I call bullshit on that because I know you're one of the most giving people that I've ever met, okay? Maybe not every, maybe dinners, maybe a little frugal when it comes to paying for, maybe you pay for 2 out of every 10 dinners. But if you had money, you'd give it away. You'd give it all away. So I call bullshit on that. I think if you had it, you'd be doing way more good with it. I know that you'd be doing way more good than bad with it. So I'll ask you again, any regrets around money? Would you, if you go back, let's say you're talking to 20-year-old Carl, smoking pot, driving across the country, California, listening to rock and roll, partying, what do you tell your 20-year-old self?
Well, I think like most 20-year-olds, you don't project into the future much. You live in the moment, never thinking that there's a future or what's going to happen in the future, that you're going to get married, that you're going to get old, that you're going to get sick, that you're going to have responsibilities, that you're going to have to pay bills.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people at that point, and I will put myself in that category, never gave it much thought at all.
Yeah.
I don't have any regrets because...
Not other people, you. So let's get away from the word regret. And let's go back to, what are you telling your 20-year-old self about money?
The reality that what I felt about money at the time.
No, like right now. You can go back and talk to your 20-year-old self. You're smoking a doobie right now, listening to rock and roll. What are you telling your 20-year-old self about money?
I hope I could listen to rock and roll when I'm 70.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Which I still do.
Right. So nothing. You don't change anything.
No, I
You
don't change. Probably
your
don't change
direction,
anything.
nothing.
No.
Right.
No directional change.
There you go.